I hope you all are having a really wonderful day. As you can tell, I am in a different setting than I usually am. Being in the city of Denver, I am up at my parents' house in Fairplay, and I needed to just kind of take a break and let some emotions just kind of settle down. And so I went on a walk, and Rousey joined me, but she ditched me because I think she was missing the rest of the family, so she went back to the house. But that's okay. She joined me on the way out here, and look at this really beautiful, peaceful area that I get to sit. Oh, and there's a huge bumblebee. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it, like kind of moving right in there. It's huge. It's like that big. Oh, it's still around. Oh, those are so cool. I really want to get one tattooed on my arm, like right at my elbow right there. Anyways, I'm just kind of getting lost in nature, as I should, and on this like reconnection journey that I'm doing. And you know, a lot of these like either walks or just intentionally sitting out in nature aren't necessarily like, you know, me forcing myself to get out and like, you know, I'm building a new habit. I'm trying to reconnect with nature and see it in a different way, and I'm trying to build a new habit. And so in some ways I do have to force myself to remember, you know, if there's an opportunity that comes up, then I have to remember that, hey, maybe you should go take this opportunity instead of staying in your comfort zone and maybe like going inside or, you know, looking at a screen and scrolling or something like that. So in that way, it's a little bit, it's intentional, but I have noticed that the more I do that, the more I just kind of find myself longing for it. So when I was at the house and I just kind of had like, you know, some emotions coming up for, you know, various reasons, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go for a walk, and I can choose anywhere out here to just sit, be by myself, be with my thoughts, say a prayer. It'd be awesome if I see some wildlife. Like I kind of had a fantasy of like a deer or an elk like walking up right here. Not a bear or something that like, you know, a little bit more intense, but like, you know, a deer and elk like walking by over here, that would have been, oh my gosh, magical. Even without that, this has been so restful and soul fulfilling. Oh, there's a woodpecker right over there. He's getting ready to knock on that tree. I wonder if you could hear him. But as you can tell, I'm like getting distracted. Maybe this wasn't the best time to film this, but as I was sitting here and kind of just reconnecting with myself as I'm reconnecting with nature, because it's helping me to, excuse me, stand by. So as I'm just like sitting out here and, you know, starting to feel better and feel, you know, just consider different perspectives and just kind of like sit with my thoughts for a while and just see like, you know, are my emotions are valid, right? But are they something, I think there's a mosquito on my back. So as I'm, you know, just sitting out here and reconnecting with myself and just my thoughts and naming my emotions and, mosquito. As I'm doing that, I am feeling better, and really just like the silence and the energy of life around me through that silence is really powerful, and it's helping me just kind of accomplish that goal that I had when I headed out here for this walk, of just kind of, instead of acting on my emotions, I can feel my emotions, name them, and kind of think through what what I need to, and you know, how I should react in a certain situation, or if I should react, or if it was just my emotions, you know, like, is it actually something that needs a reaction? You know, like that, just kind of asking myself like all sorts of different questions. And I know I'm talking about something that you obviously have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think people can relate to whatever, you know, fill in the blank XYZ that creates really strong emotions. If you have an incident or an argument with somebody, or, you know, I'm not saying I had an argument, that's not what I had, but if you have an argument with somebody, or just disagree with the way someone was treated, or, you know, whatever it is, taking the time to like walk away before reacting, and to really just like, what emotions am I having right now? Why am I having those emotions? And can I see this from the other person's perspective? And so I can come at the conversation with love and kindness and understanding, while also standing firm in what I believe and what my needs are. Like, that's really important. And so being able to step away from everything for a little bit to just come and sit out here by myself has been really nice. And it was needed. So I guess if you are in that similar situation, anytime, even not right now, just, you know, before reacting in a situation that might cause different types of strong emotions to come up, maybe try nature try nature as your medicine, in terms of even for emotions, and just being able to think clearly by yourself for a little bit before reapproaching the situation. So that is the main reason why I'm out here. But as I am starting to feel better and really kind of thought through my emotions, I named them, and I'm ready to walk back to the conversation with much more of a clear mind, and not letting my emotions determine the conversation, and understanding that I can only control myself. I can't control others. And so if I can control myself, and also just kind of like lay down and accept, and again, name the emotions that I'm having, then I feel like I can move forward. But so as I'm feeling better, just to sum that up, as I'm feeling better, I started thinking about this would be a really good time to do an intro to this video that I've had for a little while. So my grandma turned 90, my dad's mom turned 90 in February, and we all went out. When I say we all, like my brother, my sister, my brother's family, my sister, my dad, his sisters, and several other like extended families and family friends went out to Lindsborg, Kansas, also known as Little Sweden, and we got to spend, it was a pretty quick trip. It was about 2 days, where we were able to celebrate her 90th birthday, but also hang out with each other, and definitely just catch up. My brother lives in another state. He lives in Minnesota. And so, like, yes, we catch up on the phone, but even like we both have young kids. And so we have activities after school, and, you know, different lessons, or we both work. And for a while we were both in grad school at the same time. So it is, while yes, technology is amazing, it is hard to connect with people when you don't live close to them all the time. So it was really nice to like be in person with them and catch up and find out what they've been doing, and hear about their their crazy story on the way in. Like I'm not even going to talk about it because Jacob talks about it later in the video, but sorry, this is moving a lot. I just have my phone here. Wow, that's really shaky. Let me see if I can get more situated. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So it was a really great time, and it was just really wonderful. And to be able to celebrate my grandma turning 90, I mean, anyone dreams of turning 90 years old, right? Like we want long, healthy, enriching lives, and that is something that she is achieving. And I think she should be very proud of, not just reaching that milestone of 90, but also like of the life that she has led. I mean, my grandma, without getting too emotional, and also just, I'm just quickly thinking through the last 34 years that I've known my grandma. Like, my grandma was someone that I can always count on. Look at me getting emotional. Thanks, Grams. I feel like I can always count on her. Like, a phone call, if she doesn't answer right away, she always calls me back as soon as possible and really listens. Like, doesn't just hear me when I have an idea or when I'm going through something, or if a family situation needs to be worked out. Like, she doesn't just hear me and then provide her opinion. Like, she truly listens. And that was actually passed down to my dad. I feel like my dad also truly listens and wants to understand what I'm saying, whatever I'm saying to him. And I think that is such an incredible gift, because so often people, especially I think you can translate it to social media too, but just in life in general, like, we hear, but we don't truly listen. We hear things because we're just bombarded with so many things. We have agendas, we got to get going, and I think also social media has kind of trained us to respond and react even quicker than before. So it's just, oh, got an ant. I don't want him on my shoe. I think being able to sit and truly listen to somebody and give them your full attention is really a gift, and something that I know I strive to do, and I always try to work towards. And that's something, I feel like I see memes all the time about that kind of stuff. So obviously it's a cultural goal, if you will. But my grandma does that really well, in my opinion. I feel like she does that really, really well, and I am grateful for that. She's also very intentional. Look at me getting emotional again. She's very intentional. I mean, she remembers things and I'll give an example. When I first started getting interested in grad school, or even for undergrad, even when I was starting to look at schools for undergrad, Grandma was constantly looking things up and sending me ideas or information, or things not just about school in general, but school about my interests. And at the time, surprisingly, I've had a pretty eclectic I've had a pretty eclectic background, honestly. But at the time I went to undergrad for music business, and I was going in thinking I wanted to be in the music industry. And my grandma was so excited for me, and I just remember she was sending me articles and different fun facts. I still get, newspaper clippings from Grandma every once in a while if it's about a topic that I'm interested in, like ancestry and genealogy, and learning more about our Swedish ancestors. I mean, I created that video a little while back of the Hostblot that we did last September, and she watched the video and then she sent me an article in this Swedish newspaper that they get in Lindsborg that was all about the exact dish that I served to my family for the Hostplot. So it's just like very intentional and makes me feel heard, makes me feel valued, and she makes me feel hopeful, honestly. And I think that's the last thing I'm going to say, because I honestly could go on and on about you, Grandma. Ooh, I keep getting emotional. I love how hopeful you are and how you encourage I'm going to say our dreams, but my dreams, just since I'm speaking for myself. I love how I feel like I can come to you with a crazy idea and just kind of tell you about it or tell you what I'm doing. And even if it feels crazy, sorry, I feel like I've got mosquitoes going on my back, but I never once feel like you think it's too out there, or it's like, yeah, just like not achievable. You are constantly excited about whatever direction any of us decide to go. And I so appreciate that. Like, just having like an attitude of eternal hope and allowing dreams to thrive in a culture where dreams die. Like, I mean, people are constantly telling me, and I'm just hearing about it, well, the American dream is dead, and I don't have a lot of thoughts on that topic particularly, but in order to share anyways. But dreams in general, whatever any of us feel like we want to do, every time I talk to you about them, you are just like, you're so excited for the possibilities. And I think that also is such a gift. And I hope, and if I don't already see that in myself, I hope to grow that in myself. And that'll be a piece I take from you. Or I would like to. I'm going to put a request in for God upstairs to pass that gift on to me. And Grandma, you're an amazing woman. Sorry, I'm getting emotional because this is it's making it longer and breaking it up, but you're an amazing woman. You're a wonderful mother, a wonderful grandmother, and I am so grateful for you. And, I'm excited for the light that you'll continue to bring into my life, and then also my kids' lives. And just everyone around you, everyone that you touch, you are such a joy to be around. So I'm going to press the rewind button, because you will notice that, like I said, her birthday was back in February. And I live in Colorado, so it's very snowy, and Kansas gets very snowy in February as well. And that's exactly how our trip started out, was a massive snowstorm in February heading out to Kansas. And thank goodness Brian is an excellent driver, because he crushed it. Even if he was actually crushing the steering wheel because he was white knuckling it, he crushed it. And I'm really glad we were able to do that. So without further ado, let's rewind the tape.
move.
Oh, it said number 6 move.
Oh, I get pregnant.
This thing is cool.
Yeah.
Super free.
Oh, 1 foot.
I'm out.
Did he call you out?
Called someone out.
Kiki.
So we got all dressed for swimming. We were literally like a hand on the door, opening it, and the fire alarm went off.
Oh.
We're like,
Are you serious?
we're in your swimming clothes. We're on the 6th floor, and it's like negative, like.
Good morning. So today is my grandma's 90th birthday. We're here in Lindsborg, and Jacob, my brother, and I were tasked with, well, we're going to divide and conquer, because there's just like some people went to go get coffee and with some other family that's in town, and then Jacob and I took the kids just to this playground. It's like this epic Viking inspired wooden playground, and it's right across the street from our house. So we're from our Airbnb, so we're there with the kids, and Jacob's he brought a sled, and so he's playing with the kids right now, and I was just catching up walking over there to them. But it is a gorgeous morning here in Lindsborg, Little Sweden, USA. Yeah, so we're gonna have a good day. It's gonna be so exciting. Happy birthday, Grandma. Love you. Oh my gosh. Is that as you're going down that? The sled got a little crowded, so I have Ezra with me. Did you have fun? Did you have fun at the playground?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like being on the swing?
Yeah.
You're going super high. That was fun. Now we're gonna go see Great Grandma Dorothy. You excited?
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
You've grown a little bit since I...
Okay, can they open them up? Go for it. Go ahead and open them. Open them. Open them. Oh, look what you all got. I'm Anne, Courtney's daughter, and I'm here with my sister Mary and my brother Mark. Where are you? Mary. And again, I'm so thrilled you could be with us. In planning this party, we wanted to celebrate our wonderful mom and this milestone birthday. And we also wanted to highlight 3 values, which really are kind of at the core of her being and define who she is. And those 3 values are community, family, and the arts. So thank you so much for giving her the gift of your presence today and being an integral part of her community. And it really does mean the world to us that you are here to talk, laugh, and we're going to do some singing today and sing with Mom as we celebrate with this community of friends and family.
When Ann said, thank you so much for coming, and you guys are all family. Okay. Our next hymn is Children of the Heavenly Father. We're going to thank everybody for coming.
So we just packed up and got out of the Airbnb. We'll be headed back to Denver soon. But the place that we got was like right in town, and so we're gonna meet up with my grandma and my Aunt Ann and Uncle Andrew. And Kiana, Lila, and I decided to walk down because it's literally like just 2 blocks. This town is so tiny and cute. So yeah, we are walking down to the coffee shop to say goodbye. And it is an absolutely beautiful morning here in Lindsborg. Wish we could stay longer. There's so many things like I want to do, and also because it's a small town, it has like short hours, and like certain days, like Sundays, a lot of shops are closed. So that's just like, I mean, I remember that from small town, growing up in a small town. So it's just kind of a little bit of a bummer because I wanted to show Brian some things that happen to be closed today, but I guess that just means we have to come back. There are a few Swedish festivals like Midsummer, and I can't remember the name of the other one. I'll put it right here, but the second one happens every 2 years, and it's happening this year, so we might come back in October to see that or go have that fun. But yeah, it was a really good time. So as we're walking to the coffee shop, we're walking right next to the main store that I wanted to take Brian to. It happens to be closed until noon today, and we're just going to be gone before that. But it's called Helmslöjd, and it's just all straight Scandinavian gifts. They make Dala horses here of like various sizes, like hand paint them, but then they have a ton of other stuff. It's really fun. When we came here 2 years ago, we took a picture right next to this Dala horse. I'll put it right here for you to see. But that picture is when we first came here, And that's when I fell in love with this little Swedish town that I have like deep family and heritage roots here. I think I learned yesterday that my great grandpa migrated over here. I believe it's 4 greats, but migrated over here. And I saw pictures of my great grandpa when he was older yesterday at my grandma's birthday, and he only immigrated over here when he was 5 years old on a ship, and then they eventually ended up in Lindsborg. So yeah, it was really fun, but I'm getting yelled at to go get into the coffee shop, so all right. Levi, did you have fun this weekend?
Yes.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was Kansas, and I really want to go back.
You really want to come back to Kansas?
Yeah.
You had such a good time?
I just want to go back to Kansas.
Do you like Lindsborg, this city that we're in?
Yeah. No.
No?
I like Kansas.
You just like all of Kansas?
Yeah, I want to go.
Okay, I'm sure we'll be back. We might come back for one of the big festivals, Levi.
Like where the clown is?
Maybe. There might be a clown. There might be a clown. We'll see. Okay, so I'm back just to say a final goodbye and a final send-off to you all, but also to Grandma. Thank you so much for having your birthday party and inviting all of us to come and celebrate you and to just enjoy who you are and the life that you've led. We love you so much. I love you so much. And I just am so excited to see what the future holds for you. 90, let's make it 100. Let's make it 110, babe. Let's do it. Because you are just such a gem. So I love you, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. This, for anyone outside of my family who might be watching this, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can feel the family connection, the family intention, and the just joy that we all felt that weekend. So I hope you can feel that, and I hope that inspires you to maybe get out of the like normal day-to-day. I was gonna say the bad word, but then I don't know how to bleep it out. So just like the normal day-to-day stuff, and take the time to, like, you know, go and drive to go see your grandma for 2 days for her 90th birthday, you know, stuff like that. Because if life isn't about connecting with the people and the nature around us, I don't see what the point is in, you know, working nose to the grindstone and just working our lives away to not enjoy the whole reason why we're here. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Grandma, I love you so much. So much. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.
That was a full belly laugh right